Hey gang, today we're going to jump in and we're going to take an in-depth look at the Simple Traffic Blueprint by Philip Borrowman. Come look over my shoulder and we'll explore everything from the sales page to the training modules and more. Then we'll turn a critical eye to the plus and minuses of the course. And finally, we'll summarize it and recommend it or not. Be sure to stick around till the very end of the video when I'm going to reveal a very special bonus for you and how you can get it. My name is Brian Van Winkle, and I'm here to help you blast your way through the internet marketing swamp and to show you what you need to do to finally make money online. If you find this information valuable, please like it, subscribe, and be sure to tickle the notifications bell so you know when we update. By the way, if you want to see how I'm building my business, please click on the link in the description to check out the Simple Traffic Blueprint. But for now, let's get started. Okay, just real quickly before we jump into the product, I'd like to take a minute to explain to you the method I use of reviewing a product and how I arrive at any ranking that I give to it. It's based on several things. The first now is we're going to lay out general information. When we look at a product, we'll look at what it is, what the strategy is behind it. We'll look at the cost. We'll look at whether there's OTOs, that sort of information. Next, we're going to explore the ins and outs of the products reviewing. I do not and will never issue a review on a product that I have not purchased and checked out myself. You got to be careful. There are a lot of vendors out there that will do that. I do not. So we're going to jump in and actually take a look at the product that we're reviewing. After we've taken a real thorough look at the product, what we're going to do is check out the sales page to compare the claims it makes to the products, to the information we've just learned, to see if the product will deliver what is claimed on the sales page. This is a good way to check a vendor you're not familiar with. Finally, I'm going to summarize what we've learned with the emphasis on value, strategy, and the vendor. At that point, I'll make a buy or don't buy recommendation. One thing I want you to know is you should only ever buy a product if you truly need it. If it does not fit into your business model, if you're buying an advanced product on Facebook ads and you don't even have a landing page, don't buy something just because I or any other reviewer recommends it. Only buy it if you truly need it. On that basis, okay, so today's review is the Simple Traffic Blueprint. The vendor is Philip Borrowman. Now, Philip Borrowman has been around the internet marketing world since 2012. He'll tell you it's his 8-year overnight success story. But he's been around a while. He's also has other very successful products out, including the Taking Action online membership site. So, Philip's our vendor. The total cost for the Simple Traffic Blueprint, and this really should kind of make your eyes open up, but it's $14.99. That's for you. That is not the regular price. Buy through my link, which you'll find below, and it's $14.99. Now, one of the first things, honestly, that caught my eye about the Simple Traffic Blueprint is the simple fact that there are no one-time offers. None whatsoever. That's because Philip gives you a complete product. You know, many times what'll happen is you pay, well, say $14.99 for a product, and you buy it, and then after you make the payment right away, you get a one-time offer, OTO, thrown at you that say, you know, this really product would be nice and easier if you buy this, and then, you know, who knows how many OTOs there are. Philip, it's kind of a shitty tactic, I think, to make somebody pay that much for stuff, which Philip obviously does not do here. No one-time offers because it is a complete product. You do not need anything beyond this. Now, in my opinion, the Simple Traffic Blueprint is very appropriate for beginners and intermediate marketers, but possibly for advanced marketers as well. If you already have a sustainable business, if you're up and running, it may be a good new traffic method for you. Something to take a look at. Keep watching the review. Okay, and what the Simple Traffic Blueprint is all about is Philip promises to teach you a free traffic method that is sustainable and repeatable, bringing you a steady stream of leads and sales. Well, will the Simple Traffic Blueprint hold up to the challenge? Let's jump in and see. All right, here we are on the inside of the Simple Traffic Blueprint by Philip Borrowman. You know, let me start by telling you that I have been fortunate to meet Philip Borrowman. He spent the end of last year and the beginning of this year traveling around the world to meet some of his students, and I was fortunate enough to meet him in Chicago. Here's a picture of us. Far right dude is me, in fact, not Santa Claus. So I come into this knowing Philip and already aware of the kind of vendor he is and how honest he is. So let me first of all start by vouching for Philip and his honesty and integrity, because it is through everything he does and it is through everything he teaches. But let's take a look here. And the first thing I do want to draw your attention to is right up here where it says Ask Philip. Now, when you click on the Ask Philip, you're brought here to a contact page. There's a nice video that he's filmed explaining what to do. And here's what you do. I personally can tell you I have never had to wait more than 24. I don't think I've ever had to wait 24 hours to get a response from Philip whenever I've had to message him for something. It is in Scotland. I'm here in the Midwest, good old USA. I get answers almost immediately. I don't know how he does it. So here's your way of getting a hold of Philip. But I also want you to know that along with the traffic blueprint, you also get access to the internet group. That's one of the bonuses, and we'll get into that later. But Philip is extremely reachable in the Facebook group. What you're going to find is you never have trouble getting a hold of Philip, and the community is outstanding. It's a community made up of like-minded individuals, most of whom have been through the same thing you and I have, where we've been through crappy training and people that don't give customer service for their products, etc. All right, so let's take a look what we got going on. There's our leader, Philip. As you can see, former baker and bar manager. He calls it his 8-year overnight success story. He started in 2012 and has fought his way to where he is and should be damn proud of it. So here's an overview of the course. Let's look at the training steps. Now, up here, you'll see that there are 4 steps and 30 lessons. The first step is the introduction. And here Philip does a good job of making sure that you understand this strategy that he is getting ready to teach you. He is going to teach you how to take a niche. He's going to help you find the niche. He is going to help you learn how to create simple YouTube videos. And no, you do not have to be on camera. And then he's going to teach you how to use those simple videos to drive traffic to a lead pager or your offer or whatever. That is the premise of the training, and he's going to give you an overview of the strategy here. Commonly asked questions. Let's take a quick look at those. See, all the kind of things that matter. What happens if I'm stuck? And Philip says, that's exactly what I'm here for. Email me. And believe me, I have. He's very helpful. I don't want to be on camera. Does this matter? And as you see, Philip says, no, you do not have to be on camera to implement this strategy. So he gives you an overview of some of the most frequently asked questions. He's also going to show you these results. This is an honest strategy that Philip uses every day and has used it to make money. And in the My Results section, he's going to show you exactly how he's done that. It's nice to have a vendor open up and show you real stuff. Then he's going to tell you about the tools you need. And yes, you do need tools. I want to be clear about that right up front. You can't run a business without tools. You need web hosting. You need an autoresponder. Here in this case, you'll need some sort of a webcam or a microphone. He'll get into what you need. My point is, it doesn't have to be expensive. And there is literally no other business in the world that you can get into at such a low entry point. He'll go over all that with you. All right, then we're going to move to the next step, which is getting started. And he's going to take an even deeper dive and be more specific about the overview and exactly what you're going to learn and what you're going to accomplish. He helps you with the choosing niche. And if you look here, you'll see there's 3 parts. Well, I hope you're not sitting there saying, is it that hard to choose a niche? Because people freeze at this point. I don't know where you're at on your internet journey. It may have happened to you. It happened to me. So don't snicker, but also don't be afraid of it, because Philip's step-by-step training is going to help you choose the niche. Then he's going to help you choose the domain name. He's going to start you building your website in basics. He will help you set up YouTube. He will help you set up your email and then put some finishing touches on the website. I am not a techie person. I'm also older. I'm 60 and have unnecessarily been afraid of the tech side of an online marketing business. And if you're anything like that, let me tell you, Philip and this training in particular are wonderful, because he takes the mechanics of setting up YouTube and building a website and setting up an autoresponder, breaks it into easy chunks, and you're going to be able to do it. There is no doubt about it. As trite as it sounds, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. After we've got our basics taken care of, then we're into the actual implementation of this. So as you can see, the implementation step is pretty in-depth. There is a lot of great information here. He's going to start out with talking about content creation. He's going to talk about keyword research, the theory, but even better is then Philip actually will break it down and shows in a video how to actually do the keyword research. He teaches content research. Philip's going to walk you through the first product that you're going to promote, and he's going to help you develop the call to action for that. Then he starts creating the video creation process, and he shows the planning, the SEO, how to create, how to upload, and designing the page. Now, you can look here at step 3.8 and see it says creating video recording. Well, it's in depth. It really does show you everything you need to get started. My point, I guess, is that don't be scared of the video creation. It's not that hard. There's a learning curve, yes, but I tell you what, once you know how to create a video, you're going to have access to getting ranked faster. You're going to have access to tons of traffic. It's a good thing to know, and this is a good way to learn it. So after All this, well, then we come to the conclusion of it. Tidying up loose ends, rinsing, repeating. Here, Philip is going to walk you through some self-discovery. It's very motivating. And then finally, the final overview, which you absolutely cannot miss. I would like to point out step 4.2 here, rinse and repeat, is the key to the success. When you get to this point, be sure you pay attention to that video. And with that, well, it appears we have gone over all the training that you get in the Simple Traffic Blueprint. What do you say we go back and look at the sales page again? And we're going to compare what Philip claims on the sales page to what we now see in the training, and we'll make sure that it lives up to what he bills it as. Okay, so we are now on the sales page, and we're going to tear this thing apart with the knowledge we have just gleaned by being inside the Simple Traffic Blueprint. Okay, start with the headline. How to make your first commission using one simple free traffic method. Well, maybe it's your first commission, maybe it's not. But it is one simple method, and it is free traffic. So he's absolutely right. Step-by-step blueprint for making money online. Yes, you saw all the steps. It's beginner friendly. Yes. Free traffic. Yes. Scalable, honest, and evergreen. Check. One-time payment, no upsells or upgrades. Again, I can't overemphasize how cool that is because you're getting a complete product. Risk-free. That's right. You get your money back if you decide it's not for you for any reason. The step-by-step video tutorials are incredible. They really are. It's some of the highest level training I've seen, including in the corporate world. It puts other marketers to shame. And let's see, he says you're only 3 steps away from having an honest, integral, profitable business. And that's right. Choose a niche, create the content, simple but highly converting tutorial videos that you will learn without having to be on camera. And then these videos generate free traffic to your squeeze page. Well, yes, that's exactly how it's set up. All steps are shown inside the training. Honesty, integrity, transparency. Yes, here again, not only having been a student of Philip's, not only having gone through the Simple Traffic Blueprint, but meeting him in person and having conversations with him. Like I said earlier in the video, I am proud to vouch for his honesty and integrity. That is something you will never have to worry. And what is the best thing of all to me is he teaches us how to run our businesses with integrity and honesty also. Okay, so use a strategy you can be proud of, you bet. No ugly surprises. Nope, we went over all that. If you're looking for the automatic profits, push button, he's right about that. And listen, this is a good time to say it. Let me say this right now. You're not going to make $100 a day in 60 days. There's no method that will allow you to do that. So go into this with realistic expectations. And Philip's going to help you keep those expectations real. And here's just a little bit of the sales copy. Trap that a lot of newbies fall into. What you might not understand is that trying too many things at once is actually the fastest way to go backwards instead of forwards. That's absolutely right. Guilty as charged. But this, I wanted to point this out because every time you buy a new course or app, it's all new to you, which means you have to start at square one. I tell you, that blew me away when I really realized the implication of that. Every time you buy a shiny object, you're restarting your success clock. You've got to pick one thing and stick with it. And this is actually a real good strategy to do that with. As he says, all you really need to do is pick one method and then follow through with it. That's the other part of it. And Philip's a big proponent of keeping it as simple as possible. Here, Philip's going to tell you a little bit about what he's gone through and how he arrived at his training system. It's interesting. Do be sure you read it. And this Philip here does a good job of kind of showing you visually what happens when you're always buying new stuff, when you're not sticking with one proven strategy to work. You never get tractions, you get overwhelmed, and you spend your hard-earned money on crap. So, the road to success, how to cure the shiny object. And here, Philip tells you that the cure is the simple traffic blueprint. And I tend to agree with him. And here's some of the benefits right here when you get the simple traffic blueprint. It's easy to learn, easy and quick to implement. We'll get results quickly. Simple and low cost to run. It works. It pays great money. It does not require you to create products. That's huge. Some people get thrown into that right off, and there's already enough of a learning curve. There's enough stuff to learn without worrying about producing products at this stage. That'll come. When you're ready, that'll come. But don't start with that. Repeatable, sustainable. You don't need to buy ads. All very true. So, there you go. There's a nice visual of the simple traffic blueprint. Easy free traffic and an affiliate offer, and it will lead you to commissions. So yes, it is absolutely free traffic. And yes, it will work for you. People are seeing real results. And do please, if you're on the fence at all about this product, take the time to review these testimonials. These gentlemen are fantastic marketers, and I know and trust them all. Listen to what they have to say. They're telling you the truth. So ready to get out of the rut. And then here's how you get started. So we're going to go into the actual purchasing process. And on we go. And as a final reminder, yes, there is a money-back guarantee. 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, Philip offers some bonuses here. He values them at $635. And I know we've all seen sales pages that say, this alone is worth $297, and it's a piece of shit PLR product. That's not what you're getting here. This is an honest valuation of the bonuses. Right away, Philip's going to show you a case study where he made $200 in passive income using this method. Then he's going to have another case study for you. And believe me, case studies are one of the best ways to learn. You also get access to Philip's personal WhatsApp number. Need immediate help and guidance? You can message Philip's personal mobile number and get immediate help. This is pure gold. And believe me, it is pure gold. It's reassuring to know that if I run into a problem, and I still do. If I run into something I can't quite figure out on my own, or I'm not sure which option to take, I can send Philip a message and he'll get back to me with the guidance I need. And he's going to do the same for you too. And this last bonus here, the free access to the 12-step affiliate action plan. Cannot say enough about this. I cannot. It was actually my first interaction with Philip was with his Taking Action Online membership site. And the 12-step action program is the very first part of that. And he's giving it to you rather than charging you $47 a month. You're going to get access to the 12-step plan. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the Facebook group, which, you know, again, I know people say, well, as a bonus, you get to be in my Facebook group. And a lot of them are just nothing but spammy nonsense. Philip's group is full of dedicated professionals, so willing to help. that you will not be afraid to reach out, and you'll find yourself starting to reach out to people that also need help the more you learn. It's really quite a community. And to your success, he signs off. All right, so we've seen inside the... Okay, so we've had a pretty good look at the Simple Traffic Blueprint. We were able to look at the sales page and see what kind of claims are made as to what the Simple Traffic Blueprint will do for you. We were also able to go inside and actually look at the various training modules, subjects, and quality of the training. So we've got all the information we need. It's time that we sit down and summarize. Okay, now you may recall that earlier in this video, I talked about vendor strategy value. That is the filter that I try to basically judge any products I review on, because I think just about everything is covered within these 3 items. So starting with the vendor, let's talk about Philip Borrowman. 100% trustworthy and delivers what he promises. I feel confident saying that because of my own experience and firsthand knowledge of Philip. He's one of the good guys. He really is. Now, the strategy itself, the strategy's evergreen and it flat out works. I use it myself. This strategy is perfect for beginners and intermediate marketers. As I mentioned earlier, I think that even if you're an advanced marketer, you'll do yourself justice by taking a look to see if it's a traffic source that you want to add to your traffic plan. This is also very easy to implement for beginners, which is, you know what, that's very important. The value. This is hard to compare this to anything else. The complete product, it's a complete product rather. You pay, in this case, $14.99, and you are getting something that you do not have any upsells to buy, even if it were offered. Philip has included everything you need in this product, so there's no need for one-time offers. Therefore, this is very economical. Like I said, the strategy is easy. It takes work, but it's simple. Let me say that. The training that you get with the Simple Traffic Blueprint is quite simply incredible. It's very high quality, very in-depth training. The support that you get from Philip is unbelievable. You have multiple sources of support. I talked about that earlier in the video, including the Facebook group, which is a tremendous resource. You get real and helpful bonuses from Philip. You know, right away he gives us 2 case studies to show exactly how he makes money with this. Case studies, for me, it's one of my favorite ways to learn, because it allows me to look at a concept and then see it actually put into use. And it just, me anyway, it helps me understand better. So anytime I can get access to a case study, I find myself coming out the other side of it better. I do. Finally, considering the value of the Simple Traffic Blueprint, it's extremely well priced at $14.99. Mic drop. I don't even know what else to say beyond that. So, as you can see, that's a fair look at the Simple Traffic Blueprint and the benefits that it has to it. Now, we also have something called "but on the other hand." And that I'm seriously wondering why I just didn't call it pros and cons now, because that would have been simpler to say. But on the other hand, there are a couple things that could potentially be viewed negatively, or would, because of the position you're in, cause you to hesitate or not buy. So we definitely got to look at these as well. First of all, there may be some initial low setup costs. This is a video strategy. So you need to have something to take a video, something to speak into. You may need lights. There's going to be some setup costs. Don't go out and buy $100 worth of stuff or several $100s of stuff initially. Start with what you have. Do you have a camera? Okay, not the best bet, but that's going to take videos for you. And included in the training, Philip has a list of equipment that he suggests for you as you reinvest in your business. So, some setup costs, yes. Don't let that be the reason that you don't pick up the Simple Traffic Blueprint. Seriously. Okay, now, while you do not have to appear on camera, you do need to record a voiceover. That's unavoidable. So you have to talk. I guess that I have any problem with that. But I know some people are going to be tempted to outsource that to Fiverr. And I suppose you could do it, but I really would not recommend it for one simple reason. When you sit down and start making videos, you are going to be uncomfortable if you're not used to it. There's a learning process. But the more you go along, the more you create videos, the more you're going to find yourself comfortable. And it will not surprise me. I see this happen to a lot of people. Once they get used to making videos, they want to be on camera. And you know what? That, I think, is always going to be your best bet if you're comfortable with it. Again, you don't have to. But let your face be what the customer connects with. Let your voice be what the customer connects with. Don't mess around with recording it on Fiverr. Or, I'm sorry, paying someone to record it on Fiverr. So, the first point I made, on the other hand, is the fact that there's going to be some setup costs. And that brings in the necessity, in my opinion, for a quick reality check. We are in a position as internet marketers that we are able to establish and run our businesses very inexpensively. It can be done between $50 and $100 a month. I would defy you to name any other business in the world that you can set up with that kind of low investment. But even with that kind of low investment, and forgive me if I get on my soapbox a little bit, there are people that will look, there's going to be people that look at this $14.99, a pizza, the price of a pizza literally. And they're going to say, oh no, that's too much. I can't afford that. But that same person will say, I can't afford that, and shut off the computer and head down to the neighborhood bar to tip back a few cold ones with friends. Not that there's a thing wrong with that. But how much did you spend there? $25, $30? It's not fair to say you can't afford a product to build a business, to build an income, if you're not willing to make sacrifices if required. And honestly, building a business does take sacrifices. So don't be spooked if you have to lay out a little money. It's going to happen at some point. Don't spend a lot of money at first. Just invest. As you start making sales, reinvest into better equipment. And that's really going to be your best bet. Don't get spooked by money. Okay, so here we are at the moment of truth. Is the Simple Traffic Blueprint a purchase recommendation or a pass recommendation? Well, I'm sure that it probably comes as no surprise that I wholeheartedly make a purchase recommendation for the Simple Traffic Blueprint. You've seen it for yourself. You get great training from an ethical marketer that's appropriate for both beginners and intermediate marketers. You get a solid evergreen strategy to get leads and sales, and you get it all at a price that's less than a dinner out for a family of 4. And don't forget about Philip's bonuses for you. They have a real life value of $635. At the beginning of this video, I told you to stick around so I could tell you about the bonus I want to give you. Well, here it is. If you purchase the Simple Traffic Blueprint from my link below in the description, I will personally work with Philip and you on your journey to success. Think of it as having a second mentor standing ready to help when needed. All you have to do is click the link in the description below to get started. I hope to see you soon. So, that's it for the Simple Traffic Blueprint. I'm Brian Van Winkle, and thanks for letting me help you determine if this product is for you. Be sure to subscribe and slap the snot out of this notifications bell for more reviews, tips, tricks, and tutorials. And we'll see you in the next video.